Welcome, and this is Ultimate Blackman Radio, an all-inclusive YouTube channel dedicated to black men, black women, and black children, discussing topics ranging from relationships to finances to social issues affecting the black community. Welcome to the channel, and we hope you enjoy the content. All right, everybody. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. I am back on YouTube to raise chaos and utter hell. Welcome to another episode of Ultimate Blackman Radio. Of course, this is Gabe, and I am out of hiatus. I have been gone for too long. I was trying to figure out a few things, of course, over on YouTube here. But I'm back. I've actually kind of been cheating on YouTube. I'll be honest. I've been over there on Clubhouse turning up. So I love the platform over there, but I'm definitely not giving up YouTube. And this is my first live show here on YouTube. And I want to thank everybody for coming over. And I got a celebrity on today's show. Definitely honored to have her. And she does her air quotes. But before we get into that, again, everyone, welcome to Ultimate Blackman Radio. And of course, I am Gabe. I'm the host. I mostly provide relationship advice and game to the uninitiated black man, and I also try and bridge the relationship gap between black men and women. I'm definitely glad to have you all here. Some of you may be new. Some of you may have come from Clubhouse. This may be the first time listening to me on YouTube. If so, great, welcome. I'm glad to have you here. I want to do a quick few housekeeping things. We're going to get right into the interview. Make sure you are liking the video. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. What's going on, Chris? I see you, bro. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you're following on all social media platforms that I have in the description box, and make sure you're following my guests as well. If you have any questions or concerns, or if you have any topic ideas, make sure you email me here at ultimateblackmanradio@gmail.com. Also, be sure if you want to donate to the Tricking Funds of Ultimate Blackman Radio, you can do so here at $ Cash App $, Ultimate Blackman. Also here at paypal.me/Ultimate Blackman. Definitely would appreciate that. And be sure to follow me on Clubhouse because I've been over there. Like I said, I've been raising hell. So if you love me, you'll really love me on Clubhouse because I've been turning up. But in any regard, I have a special guest on today. I see you, Miss Jones. She says, my two faves. Thank you so much, Miss Jones. I have a special guest on today. No stranger to these YouTube streets. A celebrity in her own right. She hates when I say that, but it's true. And y'all, this interview is so difficult because I've been so busy. She's busy. But I was like, and I thought I wasn't going to be able to do it because Comcast, my internet to the computer rig that I use was down. My Wi-Fi was working fine, but the hardwire connection wasn't. But we finally got it working, and we're here. I'm here with Miss Roxie Beckles. How you doing, Roxie?
I'm fantastic, Gabe. How are you?
Oh, it's another day in paradise. How's everything out there in LA?
Oh, well, is there feedback? Do you hear an echo or anything?
Not now.
Okay, all right, cool. Well, let's talk about LA, shall we? I mean, I live in the state of California, which is like, progressive liberal bastion of the United States. So we are still in lockdown, and it's been like 10 months in lockdown. So that's how I am.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So basically everything's still kind of shut down out there, huh?
Yeah, it's Mad Max Thunderdome out here. It's pretty crazy. At least, but I stay busy. I stay busy. Trust me, I stay busy.
But at least like the traffic's good though right now, right?
I don't have anywhere to go, so I suppose you're right.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So tell everybody about yourself, what you do and everything of that nature.
Well, let's see. Hello, everybody. My name is Roxie Beckles. I am what can I say about myself? Wow, where do we even begin with this one? And it's funny because I teach people about what to say when somebody asks them this, and right now I'm completely verklempt. So I am a YouTube person as well. I guess you can say YouTube personality in some ways, but really what I do is I am a coach. I am a transformation coach and a self-development coach for women. And I specialize in helping women to not only tap into their feminine energy and empower themselves through their womanhood, but to do it with fitness as the foundation for everything that we do. And so I've spent a number of years in the fitness industry. I've even competed as well as a professional bodybuilding competitor. And sure did. And, I have a background in dance, a pretty extensive background in dance. I'm a retired performing artist and an actress and some other performing artsy things. And that's me in a nutshell. I'm born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. And I live out here in LA, and I've been living out here for quite some time. So it kind of feels like my home. So, yeah.
Okay. And you're originally from New York, right?
Absolutely. Born and raised, Brooklyn. I'm from Brooklyn, yo.
Hey. So that's Roxie in a nutshell, guys. She has a YouTube channel. I want to put it in the description box below so you guys can go subscribe to it.
Yeah, I love causing trouble over there. Come on over. You'll have a lot of fun.
And I have her here because, so for each month, for those that don't know, I probably need to do a show on what to expect from me this year. With Clubhouse now here and with my following growing over there, things are going to be a little bit different. But again, YouTube's not going anywhere. But one thing I'm going to do is I'll have theme months. So on each platform I'm on, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, Clubhouse, or YouTube, each month has a theme. And in January, the theme is self improvement, right? And in January, where I wanted to talk like self improvement, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I wanted to just talk about things of that nature. And Roxie, me and her have talked about this a few times. Is really big on health. Again, she was a former bodybuilder, former performing arts dancer, so she's in great shape, right? And y'all know me. I was over here cooking Lizzo last year. I was straight barbecuing her. And I'm a bigger guy too, but I understand the seriousness of obesity and being overweight, and it's something that I try to improve every day. What's going on, Miss V? I see you. But when we start talking about Lizzo, she was promoting the body positivity and all that BS. So I want to have Roxy to come on. We're going to talk fitness and health, how we can improve that, and then I got a few things to say about Lizzo.
Okay, great.
But before we get to that,
segment just for Lizzo, I love it.
but before we get to that, I'm gonna ask Roxy 5 would you rather questions.
Okay, I'm kind of scared now, but go ahead.
You're scared? They're not. It's not crazy.
Okay,
they're fun. All right, here we go. So, Roxy, would you rather your voice sound like Elmo or Kermit the Frog?
Oh my gosh, it's a hard one. Probably Elmo. Yeah, probably Elmo.
Elmo. All right, okay.
Because he has that really funny laugh, and I kind of like that. I love that.
All right. Would you rather eat a whole bag of marshmallows or a whole jar of peanut butter at once?
Oh my gosh, I can tell you that I would be the marshmallows because I have marshmallows literally on my counter right now. And I like to just take one little marshmallow and put it on a chopstick or a barbecue skewer and then roast it over the burner and eat that.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you
I'm
like
weird.
those.
I'm just weird. Sorry.
So you don't be making like little ghetto bootleg s'mores in your house. You be putting the chocolate and the graham cracker together.
I don't even get that far. I just eat the burned marshmallow, and that's as far as we get.
I love it. Would you rather have your most embarrassing photos posted on Facebook or accidentally fall in public and the video go viral?
I pretty much have plenty of those on Facebook, so I'll choose the Facebook option.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. And would you rather have pizza rolls or pizza bagels?
Ooh. Man, that's a good one. Maybe that's a good one because the pizza roll would be kind of crunchy, like an egg roll, and that's really yummy. But the bagel would be maybe the bagel. I'll do the bagel. Yeah. Because then I'll feel less guilty about burning it off,
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. And last but not least, would you rather get a shoulder massage or a foot massage?
Oh, a shoulder massage for sure.
Oh, okay. You don't want to touching the toes.
No, it's like even when I get a pedicure, like I tell the lady, don't scrub the inner part of my foot. I'm like, don't scrub that. That's just it. I hate that feeling. Oh God, it's the worst ever. So I'd rather have my shoulders massage.
Hey, my man Frank, man. Roxy said, man, she don't touch her feet, man. That's what she's telling me.
I'm ticklish. It's because I'm ticklish. My feet are really ticklish, and I hate that.
Okay. Fair enough. All right, Roxy, what's your sign? Do you know?
What do you think my sign is?
I think you're a fire sign or an air sign.
Really?
I don't think you're an earth sign or a water sign. I might be wrong. You're kind of spicy. You got a little spice to you.
I'll give you a clue.
Okay.
My birthday is in August.
Are you a Virgo?
Yes, that was a good one. Yeah, because that could have been Leo. It could have been Leo, but I'm a Virgo.
Yeah.
Wow. And I'm not on the cusp. Okay, I'm not on the cusp either.
I am a Virgo.
Yeah.
My business coach is a Virgo. I can see that. Okay. You about your business. You about your money.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So Roxy, tell me how you got into fitness. Like, was there anything in particular that made you get in it? Like, what was it about like fitness and health and all that?
There were several things actually for me that were the motivation and catalyst for that. One of them was that I really used to watch those shows that used to come on like ESPN, like really late at night,
Mhm.
when they had the bodybuilding competitions and the fitness competitions. And also they used to show the people working out on the beach and stuff.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh my
Yeah.
God, I want to do that. So I really was into that. And then I had people in my own family that were overweight that I was like, I would really like to be able to help them to be healthier. And what better way to do that than be an example?
Mhm.
So that was one, aspect of it. The other aspect was how I actually got started in the industry professionally is, I've been athletic my whole life, and I was already very heavily involved in dance. And then one day, my neighbor came to me, was like, my gym is looking for personal trainers, and they want female personal trainers, and you would be perfect. They would love you. So do you want to do it? And I was like, oh, yeah. So I started there. That's just like I got into the industry that way. And my career was very successful as a personal trainer and stuff. And along the way, after I retired from dance, and I knew I wanted to move on and have some more stability in my life in some ways, because of course the arts is not a stable career at any point in life, right?
At
So
all.
I chose to do the next best stable thing, starting a business, right? I don't know. Anyway, so but I was very successful with that, thankfully. Um, so once I stopped dancing and I knew that I had the time to really focus on it, I decided, okay, you know what? I've been wanting to do bodybuilding for a long time. I've been wanting to compete.
Mhm.
So now or never. And I just started doing it, and then the momentum picked up. And then before you know it, I became a pro. Before you know it, I was at the Olympia. And so I had a very rocket speed career in bodybuilding, which has been very fulfilling. So I
Wow.
retired from that a couple of years ago, so I don't
Mhm.
compete anymore. But I do help women who want to compete, particularly those who want to do it naturally. And so I'm still got a little foot in the industry.
Okay. Was that how did you like that? Was that fun when you competed?
Oh yes, it was some of the best times of my life actually. Very much fun, and like the bodybuilding community is very close knit, particularly at that time, especially because you would go to shows and you would see the same people all the time. Like the people that you were competing against would become friends of yours, and there were pockets of communities online where we would be like able to connect with each other and get to know each other. And so it was a lot of fun. And then then at some point it just wasn't fun anymore. And it was time for me to leave. And a lot of people ask me, like, what made you stop competing? Well, um, after my season where I competed at the Olympia, actually that whole season was just really a roller coaster for me. And it was, it's some pretty hard stuff. But after that season, I saw the trajectory of my division at that time, and the women were getting harder and bigger. And that means basically a boatload of steroids. And I was like, yeah, it's great.
Mhm.
I'm good. And bye. Bye, guys. I'm not here for that. So
Roxy said she wasn't about to get swole for no
yeah, I mean, I was
trophy.
swollen up, and it was just, and that was like the limits of where I ever wanted to physically go. And it was just like, okay, if I have to start pumping my body with all these drugs, I'm not going to do it. So yeah.
Wow, wow. That's super interesting. So, did you have a particular diet you had to follow? How stringent was that? And then I'm gonna ask you another question about like diets and what you think about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it was very strict because as a competitor, I mean, especially when you're talking about reaching the highest levels of the sport, discipline is the backbone of everything that you do, right? So being able to be very strict with your diet and limiting foods, not being able to eat out, or to, if you do, you have to bring like food with you, like, and that's so lame to do, right? So you don't have a social
Wow.
life. But
Yeah.
like, but it's very like to the letter. It's like, because everything you put in your body will show on your body. So yeah, the
Hmm.
training was very involved. The diet was very, very involved. And at the end of the day, it takes a certain type of person to be able to do that, to have that level of
Right.
discipline.
Right.
And so You know, it was hard, but I enjoyed it. I guess you have to be. Is it a sadist or masochist when you like the pain? Is that the sadist or is that the masochist?
I think it's the sadist. I'm gonna find out right now. Actually, I think it is sadist.
Okay, so you have to be
Um,
kind of that in order to a bit
and
sadistic in order to
sadist,
do.
the person who derives pleasure from inflicting pain. Yeah,
Yeah, you have to be a bit sadistic to like bodybuilding. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna starve myself and love it. It's great. I love it. And then
right,
I'm gonna work myself out to death. Oh my God, I love it.
right. Shout out to Mark. I see you over there on Facebook. He's another fellow LA
Hey
person.
Mark. Yay, I know Mark.
So yeah, that does take a lot of discipline. So tell us about that. Like, how do you think someone who's trying to, trying a certain diet or trying something new to eat, or a new way of eating, a new method of eating, what are some ways that could help them to become more disciplined? I'm really asking for myself. How do you think somebody could become more disciplined in that? Because it is really hard to change what you eat. But I like what you said. What you put in you shows on you. So how can someone like improve that discipline? What do you think
I
is a
think
great way to go about that?
the most important thing about success on any plan is the fact that you have to set a goal, but that goal and the end result has to be so real to you that you can taste it. That the determination to change your body and to change it for good has to be so real that it's like it kills you to not be there. And really, when I think about the success that I've had in bodybuilding and what I instill in my clients that work with me, is that every single day that I trained for a show, from the time I was an amateur to the time that I decided I was ready to retire, I listened to one song and one song pretty much primarily, particularly the later I got in my career. And that was the Olympia theme song. So when you go to the Olympia and you're sitting at the theater, at the time that you see at the Orleans Theater, but it's like this big giant stadium like theater. And the first thing that comes on is this booming song through the speakers, right? And it just fills your soul. The first time I'd ever been to the Olympia, actually, I was in the seat with a friend of mine, and we vowed to be on that stage the next year. We both were. But it was like, it moved me so much that I couldn't see any other option in my life but to be what I wanted to be. It was so real that I could taste it. I can't even describe to you how it feels. And even now thinking about it, it's that deep of a connection. And for the regular person who's looking to lose weight, it's not enough to just say, I want to lose weight, I want to lose 5 pounds, I want to lose 10, 20, 100 pounds, right? You have to close your eyes and be able to see yourself there already and believe that and live and move and eat and train every single day as if it is already yours. And that's truly the key to success with anything in life, I feel, is that you have to believe it so much that it's already yours. So when you have that mindset, changing your diet becomes easier because it's like you're moving in the ways of that person you want to already be, right? And the discipline comes a lot easier because you feel it in your soul. It's like, I cannot remain stuck anymore. I cannot remain the same anymore. And when it's
Right.
that closely to the vest for you, that's when true success happens. So that's one thing. And then it's decisions. You control what you put in your mouth. You control what you buy and what's in your home. So it's making decisions about being successful that will help you to eventually get there.
Wow, that was deep, right? Let me give you some hand claps. That was fire.
Thank you.
Frank says he is 6'4", 250. He needs you to help him lose 20 to 30 pounds. You got him,
Come
Rock?
on. I got you. Listen, a lot of my outward things on social media and on my websites are catered to women simply because that's my largest audience, right? However, I whip plenty of guys, including professional bodybuilders, into top shape. So, any of you guys that know me and, you're in contact with me, come on over. I'll hook you up, child. I'm gonna have y'all looking good. Come
That's
on.
right. That's right. Now, for everybody that's here, that's coming in, I'm interviewing Miss Roxie Beckles, and we're talking about fitness, health, and how we can improve ourselves in that level physically. If you have any questions for me, you can email me here at ultimateblackmanradio@gmail.com. You can also do so here at Cash App, $ Ultimate Black Man, PayPal.me/Ultimate Black Man. Make that ring for your guy if you can. Roxy, what do you think about these new diets? So I did paleo a couple years ago, and I'm about to do it again.
Mhm.
And I lost within 90 days, I lost 80 pounds.
Fantastic.
So I lost a lot of weight like that. So what do you think about these newer diets? Vegan, pescatarian, keto, paleo. What do you think about these diets? Do you have any that are your favorite? Do you have any that you can't stand? Intermittent fasting. What do you think about all these?
My favorite diet is the diet in which you can stick to and be consistent with, and one that works with your lifestyle.
Okay.
So the thing about weight loss is that the thing that drives weight loss is always going to be caloric deficit, calories in, calories out, quite simply, you
Right.
know. Of course, there's different kinds of nuances to that, but that's just a simple equation. So whatever setup or diet protocol that works for you is the one that's perfect for you, right? As long as you are taking care to have all your micronutrients in, meaning your vitamins, your minerals, so you need to be likely taking a multivitamin, fish oils, and a bunch of other things like that, supplemental, that you'll be missing from your diet. But essentially speaking, no one of them is better than the other, right? Because it's all about what works for the individual. So I have no problem, particularly with paleo. I have no problem with someone doing a keto diet. I've had very many clients have a lot of success on keto. And knowing how to apply that in a way that pertains to you is important. Now, here's the thing. Whatever you do to lose the weight is what you have to essentially do to keep it off. So keep in mind that following fads that are not sustainable is not the best option for most people. For instance, let's say you are doing a keto diet. At some point, you're going to have to reintroduce carbohydrates to the diet. So doing more of a cyclical ketogenic diet is probably going to be something that helps you to do that a lot easier. And learning how to really make proper food choices for you and learn portion control is really the more important aspect of it. So all of these things are fine. Now, a lot of people ask me about vegetarian and veganism. Is it better, for weight loss and stuff? Again, for some people, their bodies don't process meat very well. It's just how they're built and how they are. Me personally, darling, I'm a carnivore. I love steak. Steak is my favorite. People ask me, what's your favorite food, Roxy? I'm like, steak. I love a juicy steak, a blood red juicy steak. I love it. Well, I was vegan. I was vegetarian. Well, I was vegetarian at one point, and then I ate a burger. It was over. Okay. So that was a couple of years ago. So whatever works for you is what's the best. And as long as it's sustainable, once you get there and you have those tools in place, you're pretty good.
Nice. All right. So, Roxy, how many times a week should someone work out?
Mhm.
And do you have any plans or suggestions someone should follow if they're just getting into the fitness game? They're trying to change their life. January 2021, they're trying to change. December 2021, they're going to be a new person. What advice would you give them starting out?
Yeah, I love that actually, because that's been a question I've been posing to a lot of folks that work with me is like, where do you want to be by December 31st, 2021? Visualize that and let that be the catalyst for everything that you do in the year. So you guys take that with you as you're embarking on your goals, Now, okay, so the recommended amount of exercise is 5 times a week, 30 minutes a day of cardiovascular exercise. Okay, that's by the US Department of Health. And then they say about like 3 days of resistance training, specifically, I believe it's like 3 days, is the minimum for optimal just health, right? So when you are trying to focus on weight loss and bettering your body composition, you definitely want to get into the gym and work out at least, I would say at a minimum 3 times a week. And I like to personally have clients do about 5 times a week. I never put anybody in the gym 6 times a week unless they are a competitor and they're deep into their contest prep, and definitely not 7 days a week. Because here's the thing you need to think about, right? Particularly if you want to build muscle, you're not building anything in the gym, you're tearing tissue down. Exercise is really actually very catabolic, meaning it breaks down tissue. And if you're looking to build muscle, which so many of you are looking to do, even at the same time that you're losing fat, you've got to have a rest day in there because that is where the anabolic phase truly is, right? or yeah, so you don't know that. So right, yes, okay. So so 5 days a week would be perfect. And usually I'll set up like either I'll ask a client, what's your schedule like? So some of them might do 5 days a week in a row and then 2 days off on back to back. Some might do 2 days on, a day off, and then 3 days and then a day off. Some may do 3 days on, a day off, 2 days on and off. And I think that really sets up a really optimal setup for most people. Now, if you don't have 5 days in the gym, 3 or 4 is fine. But when you go to that gym or wherever you're working out, you're going to go, excuse my French, balls to the wall with your intensity. Okay. Right. And really push yourself outside of your comfort zone, because the body, the one thing it wants to do is adapt. That's what it's designed to do. And if you challenge it, that's when it changes. So you have to step outside of your comfort zone. You have to keep pushing for heavier weights. You have to keep pushing more in order to see the changes that you want. So anywhere between 3 to 5, 30 minutes of cardio is what's recommended by the Department of Health. And getting that weight training in is really, really important.
Wow, that was some gems right there, man. I gotta give you some more hand claps on that one.
Oh, and you did ask, do I have programming and stuff like that? If you come to my website, rockstarfitness.com, that's ROX, like my name, Roxie, ROXSTAR fitness.com. I have a section that says work with me, and you'll see where there's some options there to either join my Patreon, which is really great for women out there who want to get in shape. And also, if you check out my online store, I will be putting my workouts back on there. I'm actually in the process of creating a nutrition e-course that should be dropping. Actually, I had it out for a while, but I redesigning it, adding a keto section, carb cycling section, vegan and vegetarian section to it. That'll be released in this spring about. So come on by, and you'll see some of the things on my website where you can get that.
Nice. That was fire.
Yeah, workouts and everything too. So
yeah. Y'all better tap in, ladies. Get them bodies right for the summer. Roxie said she's gonna get you right.
Not just for the summer, for life.
For life.
Right. That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
All right. So, Roxie, we got to talk about it, right?
What?
We got to talk about Miss Lizzo, all that. So, okay. I'm just gonna come out and ask, what do you think about body positivity, the body positivity movement?
Well, I talked about this quite a bit on my YouTube channel. And so make sure you guys come on over there and check that out too. So I like to preface this by saying this because I work with women of all sizes, and I don't like to, I'm very sensitive about offending people in certain ways. I mean, well, not really, but kind of, sort of, like to be respectful. That's the word I'm looking for. I try to be respectful. At the same time, I also like to speak truth. So I think that it's important for you to embrace where you are, even in the moment where you're not where you want to be. But it's important to embrace where you are now in the present, even as you look towards the future of who you wish to become. So if you are 200-300 pounds and whatever, and you want to lose weight to be that pinnacle of what you can be, you can't hate yourself thin, or at least I don't recommend it. So there has to be some level of self-acceptance in allowing yourself to move through change in a positive way, okay? Because that's what's going to keep you on there for the long term. Now, having said all that, this notion in society where we are placating everyone because we don't want to step on anyone's toes because everybody's a bunch of snowflakes, that's really problematic, because what that's doing is it's allowing people who sit in obesity, particularly Black women, 80% of Black women are obese or overweight, and it's allowing them to just sit in that unhealthy state and feel okay about not doing anything about that. And one thing I'm really very much into is about the betterment of Black women, particularly Black people. And I think that we collectively need to start doing what we have to do to improve. So it's highly problematic, I feel, that message, because it doesn't serve anyone. It just helps people to feel good about them being in a state of high dysfunction. And that's not good for anyone.
Wow, absolutely. Facts. Hold on, I got to do the echo box on that. Facts.
I need an echo box. Oh my gosh.
we gotta hook Roxie up with an echo box, y'all.
Is it an actual box? Like,
yeah, it is. So it's a mixer that I have. and I
Oh,
plug my headphones into it and my mic,
yeah.
and it actually has an echo box on there that controls.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. That sounds a little advanced. Okay, maybe I'll just stick to my little
it's
OBS
not advanced at all. Hey, Rox, I'm gonna have to come to LA and hook you up with the studio, man. Get you professional
Okay.
out here in these streets.
Absolutely.
So when it came to Lizzo, like when she was promoting all that, she was walking around, twerking and looking like a land whale, looking like a sea walrus out of water. When she was doing all that, all of the people on Twitter were praising her, and they were, "Oh my God, Lizzo, you look so amazing!" And I remember I cooked her on Facebook and YouTube. And I told people, I said, give it 6 months, she will change her tune. And
Mm.
I think it was maybe 7 months. No, it wasn't. Actually, it was more like 5. She
Uh,
was like, "Oh, I'm on a diet. I'm trying to change. I'm trying to become healthier." I mean, I knew this was coming. And as
right.
soon as she did that, all those Twitter land whales and Twitter feminists and womanists were like, "Oh, shame on you, Lizzo. How dare
Right.
you?" Why do you think she received such backlash for trying to improve herself?
Well, it's kind of like that crabs in a barrel mentality because when people who feel marginalized for whatever reasons see that someone is succeeding that looks like them and that's in that same marginalized community, it gives them validation, right? So as soon as that person tries to bring themselves out of that marginalized mindset or community or identity, it's kind of like a personal attack to those people that put all their hopes, their dreams, and their wants to be successful within their own right. It strips that from them, right? So I think that's why a lot of women who are in the entertainment world who build a base and foundation around the fact that they are bigger girls or larger women in this case, it always comes back to shoot you in the foot because we've seen this again with Adele. We've seen it with Jasmine Sullivan as of late. So
Mhm.
whenever you move yourself outside of a marginal community, it's like and you based your career on that identity. It's a slap in the face of people that you gave validation and voice to. So I think that's where it comes from.
Absolutely, because we saw this with Monique. She was
Right.
promoting big girls. And she said, screw that. And she got
Right.
on a diet, lost all that weight, and people were a little upset about that for her trying
Hmm.
to self-improve. So that was a very, very, very good point about that,
Yeah.
Roxy. What advice would you give someone like Lizzo? Like if she came to you and was like, Roxy, I need me some game. What game would you put wide back Lizzo, the twerking machine? What kind of information would you give
Wow, where do we begin with that? There's
her?
there's so much there. The first thing I would say, I would definitely encourage her to stay on her weight loss journey because I think that's important. It's important for her health, point blank and period. See, I did a video that talked about the wall and obesity, right? Because we all talk about the wall. The wall is undefeated. Well, for a lot of women who promote this message of being obese and healthy, yeah, that's great. Of course you're going to be healthy at 20 something, right? But then you turn 30 and then you turn 35 and then now the health implications of obesity start to actually catch up with you. The diabetes, the heart disease, all of these things that happen when you become an older person or middle-aged person with weight issues. So I really would say to her, you need to continue to lose weight. If Lizzo decides one day to clean up her act and stop twerking and become a wife and mother one day, and she gets pregnant, she puts herself at extremely high risk. Gestational diabetes, preeclampsia, and a bunch of other things as well that are detrimental to her health and the health of her child when she decides that she wants that life, right? So it's far deeper than just the skin level, the skin deep level. It's far deeper. It's more health implications. So I'd say, girl, you got to do it. You've got to lose the weight. Point blank. Period. The end. Who cares what people think? You'll be more of an inspiration when you actually take control of that. So that's the first place that I would start. But that would just be one place. She has several others that she needs to work on.
Right, right. Man, hey, guy, I gotta do it one more time. Hand claps for Roxy. All right, Roxy. does anyone in the audience have any questions before we let her go? She has a lot of things to do. I got a lot of things to do. I'm so busy over here. It's ridiculous. Um, so if you got any questions, let me know. Hey, Miss Nicole. Thank you, Miss Nicole.
Michelle, hey girl. I love her. Okay, guys, I just have to say I love Nicole Michelle. Like,
Yeah,
she's just amazing.
she's the truth. She's the truth, man. Shout out to
Absolutely.
Nicole. I'll be over there in a minute, Nicole, with y'all. We wrapping up here. So Roxie, give us some closing thoughts, some, closing words, motivational words, anything you have to leave the people for today. This is a great first episode and great information was included in this to get people started on their physical journey. So just give them some closing thoughts and words.
Yeah, absolutely. I really want to encourage everyone, whether you are male or female, that, life continues to evolve, as we all know, and that whatever isn't growing and changing is dead. And your last opportunity to change your body, to change your life, to take control of your health is when you're taking your dying breath. That is the absolute last, it's too late by then. But anything that fills the space between the here and now and that final breath is your turn to write the story. It's your turn. Your life is like the crisp pages of a notebook, and you hold the pen. And you can create whatever narrative you wish. You just have to decide to take control. It's up to you, right? So that's what I'd like for you to take away as you embark on this year of, I feel like this situation with the global health crisis, I don't want to say any words that are going to trigger YouTube and all that other stuff, but the global health crisis has brought about a chance for renewal and awakening. And if you use this opportunity properly, you're really going to see yourself just get to higher planes and allow yourself to get to know you. For women in particular, one of the things, I know a lot of your audience, Gabe, a lot of my audience, they converge on really wanting to reconnect with their innate femininity, particularly as women. And I come up with there's two things I want you to take away. Fitness is more than just going to the gym, showing up and working out, okay? What we do within my business, within Rockstar Fitness, we focus on the 4 pillars of fitness: your physical fitness, your mental fitness, your emotional fitness, and your spiritual fitness. And all 4 of those need to come together in order for you to truly blossom into the person you wish to be. So think about that when you think about your fitness, about fitness across all aspects of life, not just in the gym and in your diet. That's the starting point. How will you improve your life in other ways? For my ladies, many of you are in this space and you look into the high value woman narrative, and I'm very big on that. And I'm going into deeper discussions about what that is. But there are 3 aspects of that for me. You have to be fit, you have to be fine, and you have to be feminine. Okay. And fit meaning the 4 pillars. Fine is more than just how you look. It is how you carry yourself. It is your elegance. It is your know-how in this world, your ability to allure people and pull them in. And femininity, well, that's without, explanation. You all know what that is. So come on over and expand yourself. I'm online, look me up, Google me, honeys. You'll find a lot of information, but no, that's mean. But yeah, like that's what I'm all about. And I hope, like I'm so important, right? Okay. That's what I hope you guys take away from today's conversation. You are the narrator of your own story. So let's begin to write it right now.
Roxie, that was amazing. One more time for Miss Roxie. Thank you so much for coming on. I know it was supposed to do it yesterday, but we did it today. Thankfully, I'll put things together. Oh, and you'll be back for sure. I'm definitely back. And hopefully you say yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to. I'd be delighted to.
Man, this was awesome. So this is my first show of 2021. It went great. And this will be on the podcast as well. So I just want to thank everyone for listening. I'll put Roxie's information in the description box below. I'll also make a flyer with all her information to put as the thumbnail for this YouTube video. And if you would like, if you have any questions or concerns, email me here at ultimateblackmanradio@gmail.com. You can cash out me here, $ Ultimate Blackman, and you can also send a PayPal here at paypal.me/ultimateblackman. If you would like to contribute to the Ultimate Black Man Tricking Funds. Thank you again, Roxie. You're the best.
Absolutely. It's my pleasure.
Awesome. All right, guys, we are out of here. We will see you next time. I still got to do the simp show. I got a lot of shows I got to give y'all. So I'll be back. You'll be seeing me. Until next time, y'all be good.
Bye.
Don't have to do anything. The scent of skin is strong enough. Huddle a little bit closer, babe. Let's see if I can warm you up. Huddle, babe, snuggle, baby. Huddle, babe, snuggle, baby. Huddle, babe, snuggle, baby. Snuggle, baby. Just wait. Let me drive you crazy, my cuddle baby. Wanna stay? Let's get stupid lazy, my cuddle baby. Don't stop, this is my favorite part. Hold me like it's out of style. Imagination is running wild. Eternity is in your smile. Huddle, babe, snuggle.